Howdy, howdy, howdy. This is Brian the Red Dirt Aggie here. We are on the way to see Jake Worthington and Matt Castillo at Rowdy's in spring. I'm super excited. Jake Worthington called my cell phone today. And you know, I kind of forget I'm in the industry sometimes. It was pretty cool to look down and see and say Jake Worthington is giving me a ring. So we're going to talk to him a little bit. We're going to talk to Matt a little bit and hopefully shoot some awesome content over there. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching the Red Dirt Aggie Show on Texas Country Network. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Brian the Red Dirt Aggie here with Matt Castillo. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, man. This evening is great so far. So, in the Christmas spirit.
Feliz Navidad. I love it. I love it. And, you know, so did you play anywhere yesterday or get anything yesterday? Or I guess, were you working yesterday, right? Like we like to say.
I was off yesterday. Just kind of enjoyed just having the week off before we get for tonight's show. And after this, we'll have about maybe 3 more shows, and then we'll end the December on a good high note. So it's already been a good high note. So December's great.
Yeah, man. Well, so are you excited to get to kick things off here tonight for Jake Worthington, man?
Yeah, me and Jake go way back. We were in the same booking agency early on, and so we've grinded out. We've been in the trenches, and it's good to see his success and everything that he's been accomplishing so far. And so to be able to kind of have a little reunion and come back and play with him is great. So any chance I can come and play at Rowdy's and play with Jake, it's always a good thing because he's country to the bone, and so it's great. So yeah.
Yeah, man, he's as country as they come. That's for sure. But you know, you've had a lot of success yourself recently, and I mean, what's that been like? Kind of just seeing all the success lately you've been having.
It's a lot of sitting and waiting, I guess. You know, you go and write songs, you go put out a record, you go work the record, and you hope that people can resonate with what you're doing. And you know, big thanks to everybody that's been streaming the music and everybody at radio, all the program directors that have been playing my singles and helping it get to #1 has been successful. It's been awesome. It's I kind of have to pinch myself, you know, I'm kind of a little overwhelmed, but I think it's just part of the timing, you know, my time is coming and I feel it. I pray about it a lot, and not just like Jake, same thing for him. But as far as the success goes, I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. It's great, man. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, no, and another thing I noticed, man, you mix in a lot of Spanish and stuff too.
I mean, I love it. You know, being from South Texas, being from Edinburgh, Texas, and growing up there, it's a huge influence. Will it be forever? I don't know. Time will tell. But I mean, from what we're doing right now, it's just enough to tip the hat to where I come from and tip the hat to traditional country music that I dearly, dearly love, and sort of to incorporate both and infuse it. It's pretty cool. We've been, you know, we just played with Aaron Watson at Green Hall, and we played the Spanish stuff, and the people soaked it up. So hopefully tonight they'll do the same. But it's all part of the blend of who I am, you know.
Yeah, no, and I think it's cool, kind of the way you do it too, and mix it together, because it's like you get that influence, but it still sounds like pure country at the same time too. But you're still throwing in the influence there too, and I think that's cool.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's a lot. I would love to take the credit for it, but I really can't. My producer Roger Brown is the one that has been the mastermind behind it. It took me a while to jump on because my background wasn't learning Spanish at an early age. It was just English. You know, my grandparents talked to me in Spanish, and once they passed away, my aunt and uncle just talked Spanish when they were just talking behind our back. So to be able to incorporate it's pretty cool. So I owe a lot of credit to my producer who's kind of talked me into it. But I love it, you know, seeing it, people sing it back to us and being able to play it and have so much positive feedback on it. I'm like, yeah, well, let's do some more of it. So.
Yeah, man. And, you know, last question, but I guess it's a 2-part question. So what's your favorite song that you've ever written, and what's your favorite part of being a musician?
Oh, man, favorite song I've ever written? Man, they're all good. Since we're in the Christmas spirit, I'm going to say my Christmas song, Christmas Without Her. I wrote that with Jason Allen, and that one's a really fun one. But off the record, too, off the new one, I think Trail of Love is a favorite one of mine right now. And the favorite part of being a musician, I think one of the favorite parts is just being able to experience the road, cities, people. Everything is new. I love it. I've been able to go to France. I couldn't have done that if I wasn't a musician. You know, I got to experience Key West, Oklahoma, Kansas. You know, a lot of people are like Oklahoma, Kansas, but there's wonderful people out there. There's beautiful people out there. So, dance halls and honky tonks that I love to play in. So for me, I think it just means the experience, man. So I love it. I love it dearly. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, this has been the Red Dirt Aggie Show short edition with the tall edition with Matt Castillo and Brian. Why, howdy, howdy, howdy! This is Brian, the Red Dirt Aggie here, and I am here with
Jake Worthington.
And Jake. You know, it's been a while since I saw you last. I was up in Fort Worth with Zach, and we saw you play up there at Billy Bob's earlier this year. What was that like playing there for the first time, man?
Man, it was really cool. I mean, something I surely won't forget. You know, it's the granddaddy of the honky tonks. You know.
Yeah, I mean the largest honky tonk, I guess in the world. Is it in the world? It's in Texas, which is
I'd say if it's out, the world. Texas is the world. You know.
You had a daughter, right?
I did.
And what's that been like, man? Adjusting to being a dad and life on the road and all of that. How's that all working for you?
Man, it's been amazing. You know, I couldn't imagine I was living life any other kind of way. Mm-hmm. So she's been a wonderful blessing to me and Sophie has been amazing at being a mother. You know, all the stuff they say about it is very true. And definitely in my case. Yeah.
Well, and it sounds like you're blessed to have a good woman helping you take care of her too. And it's always nice to have a good woman like the one I got behind the camera over there.
Attaboy.
But and I guess you got a daughter that leads to a lot of poopy diapers, right?
Yeah.
Is that?
I've had a few shitty days.
That's what I was gonna say. That was my next question. Was that maybe a little bit of inspiration for Hello Shitty Day?
No, man. That song was sent to us, and I really love the song. I felt like it dang sure folks everybody's had one of them kind of days.
Oh yeah.
And it was fun to get to do it, and even cooler to have gotten to work with Miranda over it. You know, I'm grateful they let me cut it.
Great song, and I'm sure that was a really neat experience getting to work with her and everything on it too. She's talented as she is. But what else have you been up to, man, lately?
You know what? Lately we have been. I've just been home. I've been really fortunate to. We just took off at the end of October, and we got this weekend and next week of some shows, and we're off until January all over again. But just soaking up that time at home because I know I don't have to work a 9 to 5, but we're about to get real busy, so just soaking up that baby time. Honestly, that's what we've been doing, and just gearing up for new music. We're starting to get the mixes in, for some new stuff coming out, which we're over the moon about. It's been long enough.
Anything else you can say about that new music coming out? That you're allowed to share, or release dates or anything like that, roughly?
Q1 is what I keep hearing, brother. and to my knowledge, that means anytime between January to March.
Well, you heard it here first on the Red Dirt Egg Show, January to March. Yeah. We got some new music, baby.
Yeah, I get one each month.
You never know. Maybe one month. We'll see. But, Jake, dude, one more question for you. What's your favorite part of being a musician and just getting to make music?
That's a great question. I mean, really, that's a great question. That's an answer that I think probably I should think about more often. Yeah. I tell you, the best part is I've gotten to see and go and do and meet places and people and things that otherwise I don't know if I'd have ever left my little part of Texas if it wasn't for a guitar. I've met some really wonderful people and throughout the years and I really enjoy every bit of it. I enjoy writing songs. I enjoy singing and playing on the stage with players like I get to these days. it's yeah, man. I've seen a lot of the country through a windshield. Little things like that I don't think ever get old for me.
Yeah. But yeah, just those opportunities that music has created and everything for you, man. I mean, that makes total sense. And where are you from again? Remind me exactly where you're from.
I'm from LaPorte, Texas. I spent my whole life there, and we moved to Roche-Sharon right after high school. But I mean, since I was 17, I've been on the highway. That's kind of, I guess it sounds cliche to some, but it's the truth about me. I've been everywhere, man. Which, there's a few places out there I'd like to, I can call home because of the folks there, and they've been real good to me in that regard. But LaPorte, Roche-Sharon, and then now I live in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah, I met my wife up there, and we got married and started a life, and that's where we made a claim.
Well, are you excited to be back here at Rowdy's tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Shoot, I used to be sneaking in this booger, when I was in my teens, and Chris has always been great to me in regards of just being a fan of music, and then, opening doors, literally the back door here to let me come in here and try my own shot at it. I love a honky-tonk. This is where our music's made, and I'm glad places like this still exist, and as long as they are, I'll be in them.
Yeah, and speaking of honky-tonks, man, I do the Red Dirt Aggie show, so I'm an Aggie. Really sad to see Hurricane Harry's is going to be closing at the end of this week. You got any thoughts on that or anything?
It's a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why they're doing it. Every picture I see they do a show at Slam Packs, and surely they got to be making money. But, I feel fortunate that I got to work in there a couple times, not as often as I might have liked to, but you know what? It's a staple of Texas, and, I think when one door closes, another opens, and hopefully there's another joint around that folks can play to the masses of Aggies.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that are Texas music fans. But I won't take any more of your time. I know you got a show you're getting ready for, man, but I appreciate you taking some time to talk to us here today, man.
You bet, buddy. Thank you.
This has been the Red Dirt Aggie Show. I'm Brian the Red Dirt Aggie. That is
Jake Worthington.
As always, gig 'em and God bless, and we'll see you next time.
Coming back home to the great state of Texas. We're going to play you a little country music with some swing in it. Are you ready? just one of mine. Now the skies are all gray, and all I can say is hello, shitty day. Wishing all my lucky stars tonight. Melancholy blue day 52. Let that sad old shoebox do.